Welcome, sacred travel friends. I am super excited. As you can see behind me, I am already in deep preparation to be leaving on a pilgrimage to Egypt. And I know that so many of you actually want to come and feel the codes of Egypt, but for whatever reason, you are not able to travel at the time. Don't worry, I got something for you, because as I will be traversing the Merkaba grid with the group, we are going to streaming a live transmission from Egypt. So you can join us on December 13th for 2 hours. It's a profound DNA recalibration where you can connect to your ancient body technology and get a somatic understanding of your light body architecture that is also mirrored in the temples in Egypt. So there's a lot of dormant memory that's going to be activated. You might feel it in a clarity of purpose, stronger connection or calling to Egypt, the codes that are coming alive, or any other place that is calling you on Earth. And just the felt sense of origin, who you truly are and what you are here for, as we align with the Galactic Center and dive into that, the energies of the new year. So if this is for you, if the codes of Egypt are stirring, then join us for this live transmission on December 13th. I'm going to be putting the link in the show notes and you can grab your spot. So, as you can see, we are traversing the pyramid grid today, and I want to guide you a little bit behind the scenes of what I am actually doing in order to prepare myself for such a journey, because this is what I do. I connect with the guides and guardians of the land. And obviously, the Sphinx is a big one, but also because we are going to be working so much with the different pyramids and the different octaves or tones of the octave of the pyramid that are also your light body. Whatever I do in order to prepare myself and the group field is I anchor in these energies through meditations, through transmissions, through energy sessions. And this episode today is technically a preparation for myself, but also you get to see behind the scenes of what happens when I prepare for such a journey and for any other journey that would be traveling, traversing, connecting in spirit with other sites. And now it's with the pyramids. So let's get started. If you are in a place where you can close your eyes, join me right ahead. If not, please press pause, come back, and do this transmission, anytime, where you can also revisit. So allowing yourself to close your eyes and just taking a couple of very deep breaths, like deep belly breaths, to come into that coherent field. And wherever you are, see that you can place your feet on the ground so that you feel the connection to Gaia, that you feel a connection to the soil. And I want you to imagine and to really feel how from the soles of your feet, there is 2 big grounding cords, one each, that are wrapping you around the core of the earth. So follow that line, follow that rooting, that anchor cord into the deepest depth of Gaia's womb space, where there is a beautiful crystal, noticing its color, its shape, its texture, and wrapping your cords around. And then from there, the wisdom, not only from Gaia's core and presence, but all that she holds through all the ley lines, the song lines, the dragon lines. This energy travels up and into your feet. So your feet become this living map. Just like so many animals can read the electromagnetic field of the earth, your feet become a sensor for that and a part of that field. So taking a moment to really feel into your feet, where they want to be directed to, what are the next steps. And so you feel yourself, you imagine yourself starting to walk. And as you take one step at a time, the landscape beneath you and around you changes. And from wherever you are in the world, taking 3 steps, and you arrive into the desert sands of Egypt, the land of Chem that is holding so many Atlantean codes, so many codings of past lifetimes, personal and collective Akashic field, the cradle of civilization. Just allowing yourself to stand here, feeling the sand, the temperature, the texture beneath your feet, your bare feet, the grains of sand that is also the memory of the ancestors, literally the bones of all that have walked and come before us. And so you feel that coming into your field, into your body, and cracking open these codings in your cellular memory as well. And so you become aware that you are standing in the middle of the belts of the pyramids, the pyramid belt. And that emanates a consciousness on its own. The pyramid consciousness supporting planetary ascension. The belt of pyramids around the Earth reflects the photon band of the universe. It is a band and a bandwidth of photonic light fueled by and with high-frequency cosmic quarrels that Earth enters into upon specific constellations in the planetary universal grid, such as now as we are approaching the galactic center, the Golden Gate. So feel yourself stand in that photon band and imagine all of this information, these particles of light, this consciousness DNA that is being exchanged physically, but also energetically. So it's no longer just the pyramids of Giza that you find yourself standing in and in front of, but really that bigger belt of pyramids around the Earth that are all connected, that are also a reflection of Orion's belt in the sky. A cosmic map for the soul to travel and for the soul, the evolutionary pathway of the soul. This belt of pyramids was created when the gods first came to Gaia to anchor in certain vortices and keep the planet in place in relation to its initial position in the universe. Every pyramid itself holds the power, the frequency and the light of a certain ray or spectrum. Together, they form a collective pyramid consciousness that syncs with the Earth grid. And as you are part of that now, you are syncing with that. Your entire field syncs with that consciousness field as well. The vortices are amplifiers on natural telluric force fields and either radiate energy in or out. See yourself becoming one with this intelligence, with this geometry. On a deeper layer, the pyramid consciousness holds memory and key codes from the earliest times of existence of Earth, hence wisdom and knowledge of all mankind, its relation with the entire cosmos, and the rise and fall of civilizations. Thus, they also act as transmitters and receivers for extraterrestrial communication. The ancient technology might be down, but can be reactivated by water, crystal, and sound frequency. And so expanding your awareness, expanding your consciousness field to the entire belt of pyramids right now as we step into the smallest of the pyramids in the Giza Plateau, Menkaure. And she might be the smallest in size of what we can see, but she is definitely not the least powerful. So see that immense portal of light, like a cast overlay of energetic signatures that is dancing, that hologram of hieroglyphs that keeps on popping in and out, welcoming you through that threshold, through that gateway into another dimension. And as you enter the pyramid, there is a darkness that encapsulates you, a darkness as you enter this main chamber of the pyramid. And in the darkness, there is a stillness that permeates and pervades your reality. And you find yourself being transported straight into the universe as the darkness and also the silence is a sacred mirror and a reflection of the universe without and also the universe within. So taking a moment to discern whether you want to descend inward or you want to ascend outward. Both ultimately bring you back to the same 0 point, to the same point of origin. Because the further you expand, you collapse into the 0 point, and the deeper you descend, eventually you expand from the 0 point. So choosing that which is appropriate for you right now, as you allow the stillness, as you allow the darkness to be observed. And you find that in this darkness, your field of perception sharpens. Your inner vision, your third eye, and also your crown chakra are really being blasted open by fractals of light that pass through and pass by. And that inner recognition of the spark of your I am power, that soul song that turns on through light, crystal, and ultimately becomes sound in the silence, that becomes the sound of silence. Sharpen your ears, sharpen your hearing, and the little hair inside the technology and the architecture of your ear. For any sound, for any vibration, may it be ever so slightly or small, is being translated by your physical but also your energetic capabilities of the body translated into information. And through your awareness, through your presence, and through being present in the here and now, in that moment, there is a translation that takes place in your body. And that may be a translation in the form of a feeling, of a sensation, of a visceral felt sensation in your body that may be translated into a vision, a projection of images, so that your brain can understand and can see and conceptualize the way how energy manifests and moves. And you make out shapes that seem familiar or not familiar to you. Really tuning into what are your body capabilities. What is the ancient technology of your body that wants to come forward? What are the senses that are speaking most loudly, most prominently to you right now? Allowing them to show you what you need to see, to feel what you need to feel. Maybe there is even a sense of clear smelling, information transmitted and transmuted through the sense of smelling and taste. How does the universe taste? How does your soul song taste? How does the expression of your life and the sacred service in your life taste on your tongue? Is it sweet? Is there some faint notes of bitterness, of sharpness, of spiciness? Allow all of this information to crystallize in your body. Your body is that sacred tool, that translator, that transmitter, just as the pyramid itself. And then I'm inviting you to step right into the center of the pyramid. So you align, your whole body axis aligns with the axis of the pyramid. And you might want to be very aware of the emotion that you are pulsing through, because every pyramid is an amplifier. So everything that you bring into the pyramid gets amplified just by the natural makeup of the design of the pyramid. So connecting with this inner light, connecting with that spark of light within. And then I'm inviting you to go back to that source point, that womb space of Gaia, and see and envision a beautiful spiral of light. Can have a distinct color that is specifically for you today, or you might just want to imagine it as a golden swirl of light that is starting to really pulse and bring up earth energy, earth wisdom, all of these forgotten technologies, all of that dormant wisdom codes that the earth is speaking to us through the temples, through the stone circles, through cathedrals, structures, the codes that are in the forest, in the crystalline waters, the mountains, the stone, the bonal structure of Gaia, everywhere, and allow that to come up. The guidance and guardians of the elementals, and allow that to be brought into that spiral. And you can feel how there is some energetic knocking as the spiral enters from below into the floor of the pyramid. And just where you are standing, allowing yourself to become an open vessel, allowing yourself to become the tuning fork, to become the code carrier, to become the one who is the portal, the lock, the key, all at once. And allow this energy to run through you. Be that conduit of wisdom, of love, of light. As you are the bridge and you are a helper, a guide, a guardian, a steward for this energy. So you are bridging, you are the tuning fork who through every of your cells is emanating exactly that frequency into the pyramid. So channel it all over your chakras as this beautiful wisdom codes, these liquid lights, the plasma enters your body through the base and then swirling and spiraling all the way up through your chakras, allowing your very own Kundalini to spiral it upward through your heart, amplifying with your personal intentions, with your very own gratitude, compassion, and heart energy, and then spiraling it up through your throat as you become the expression of a coherent, cohesive field of unity in reciprocity with Gaia, and then spiral it out your third eye and your crown. As your crown opens and allows these codes to flow into the apex of the pyramid, and just below they gather in a beautiful golden ball of light. More and more and more. It's becoming brighter and brighter and brighter. And then whenever you feel that the codes are ready to be shot into the cosmos, once more align yourself completely and fully with the pyramid grid, your feet, your triple flame, your crown just below the apex of the pyramid. And in one straight line, the energy shoots up through the apex of the pyramid into the cosmos, shoots up as it deeply, deeply in the blackest womb space of the cosmos gets connected with other shooting stars from pyramids all around the pyramid belt, forming a grid, forming a light grid, a network of light that then rains down on the other side of the exact meridian of the earth, illuminating Gaia as that ball of light that she is, bringing consciousness, bringing awareness, bringing codes of remembrance within your own body, but also for everybody who is getting in touch with these light balls. So seeing and envisioning how the pyramids all around the globe in that belt act as these beautiful transmitters. These portals for shooting stars of consciousness that are finding their way, finding their connection in the cosmos, and then raining down on the other side just to come down as liquid light, as plasma, to be absorbed by the hearts, by the minds of everybody who is willing to listen and willing to see, for those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And also fertilizing a wasteland on Gaia herself once again, as these golden codes rain down on her, amplified through and with your heart intelligence. So feel how it becomes this Ouroboros, feel how it becomes this torus field that then fuels your very own body and nourishment again. You are activated as a tuning fork For love and light, you are activated as the living force field of remembrance together with Gaia as we step into this next iteration of New Earth frequency of golden light, of the unification of the Lemurian and the Atlantean frequency streams. And we unify these in our own hearts. So allowing the energies slowly to fade and bring the threads and the fractals back into your very own heart. You might want to place 1 or 2 hands over your heart space, taking 3 more deep breaths, really in and out your heart to stabilize the Merkaba, to stabilize the energy field around your heart. And then gently drawing back the energy threads, closing your crown again, drawing that back into your body, dimming the third eye to the extent that it feels appropriate and comfortable to you, and then drawing it back over your throat into your heart, further back into your solar plexus, your sacral, your root. Still allowing yourself to be anchored fully in Gaia, in alignment with your soul star. The chakra that holds you here. And you may want to wiggle your hands and your fingers, and whenever you feel stable and grounded enough, ready to come back, then I invite you to open your eyes once more and just feel and allow the sensation of unity and being part of this pyramid consciousness, this pyramid belt, that sacred photon band of wisdom, of consciousness that you are streaming through, that we are streaming through. Allow that to be present. And whenever you want to come back to that state, just put on this meditation again. You can save it for later. And I thank you so much for being here. I've had so many people who are new on this channel, so welcome, welcome, welcome. For those who don't know me yet, I'm Julia. I'm a sacred site oracle. I am also a facilitator of sacred travel journeys. And if you cannot journey with us, then I have a special invitation for you on the 13th of December, where you can still attune yourself to the grid of Egypt, to the pyramids. Tune in, the link is below, so click the link and register. And yeah, just let these codes settle. And I would love to hear from you how this transmission was, if there was any visceral feeling, any clear, any sensation that really got activated for you. Shoot me a message either on Instagram or leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And I will see you next time from Egypt.